Hold on tight, this week's movie news is packed with major surprises. Big updates are dropping, from Wolverine and Hulk clashing on screen to Slumdog Millionaire 2 making a comeback. There's plenty to get excited about. Plus, Tron Ares reveals a first look, the Equalizer's back for more, and we've got a fresh update on Sherlock Holmes 3. Stay tuned for all the details. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is finally gearing up to take center stage. And he's not just smashing through walls this time, but straight into Marvel history. The Big Green Avenger, long overdue for a solo spotlight, may soon headline one of the MCU's most legendary showdowns, Wolverine vs. Hulk. Yes, you read that right. Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine has set the stage for one of the most explosive battles Marvel fans could ever dream of. Comic diehards know this feud is iconic. Wolverine's very first appearance in The Incredible Hulk number 180 and 181 saw him clashing with the Jade Giant in an unforgettable fight. Now it seems Marvel Studios is ready to bring that adrenaline-pumping moment to life on the big screen. The buzz comes from Scooper at My Time to Shine H, who dropped the bombshell that Marvel is actively developing a Wolverine vs. Hulk movie. This could finally give Ruffalo the leading role he's deserved since the Avengers first assembled. And here's the cherry on top. Rumors suggest Shawn Levy might direct. With his connections to Jackman and Ruffalo, he's the perfect choice to deliver the Clash of Titans we've all been waiting for. Buckle up, Marvel fans. Comic-Con announcements could blow the roof off. Get ready, film fans, because it looks like we're heading back to the streets of Mumbai. Danny Boyle's Oscar-dominating masterpiece, Slumdog Millionaire, may finally get the sequel we never knew we needed. The original film didn't just steal hearts. It raked in $380 million at the box office and bagged 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Now a follow-up is reportedly in the works, and the excitement is already off the charts. According to Dateline, Bridge 7, a production company led by former Netflix executive Swati Shetty, has acquired the film and TV rights to Slumdog Millionaire. Their mission? To bring a Slumdog Millionaire 2. The sequel is rumored to dive into Jamal's next chapter, potentially exploring his life after becoming an overnight sensation. Will we see another thrilling race against time, or will the sequel take a completely unexpected direction? The possibilities are endless, and fans are buzzing with questions. Well, it's unclear whether Dev Patel, Frida Pinto, or the original cast will return. One thing's for sure, the heart of Jamal's story, his resilience, love, and survival, still holds the power to captivate the world. Buckle up, because this could be another cinematic rags to riches story for the ages. Get ready to wield the power sword, because the live-action Masters of the Universe movie just leveled up with the announcement of Idris Elba as Duncan, aka Man-at-Arms. According to Deadline, Elba is stepping into the role of Eternia's ultimate weapons master, adding some serious star power to this already stacked cast. Duncan isn't just any soldier. He's a vital figure in the battle against Skeletor's forces. As the adoptive father of Teela and one of the few who knows Prince Adam's secret identity as He-Man, Duncan's wisdom and courage make him a cornerstone of Eternia's resistance. Oh, and did we mention his brother, Fisto, will also join the fray? Talk about a family reunion. The story kicks off with Prince Adam crash landing on Earth as a child, losing the legendary power sword in the process. Fast forward 2 decades and Adam reclaims the sword and returns to a war-torn Eternia where Skeletor reigns with terror. Alongside Camila Mendes as Teela and Alison Brie as Evil Lynn, this epic adventure promises to bring Eternia's legendary battles to life. Directed by Travis Knight and written by Chris Butler, Masters of the Universe hits theaters on June 5th, 2026. Get hyped, it's gonna be a cosmic showdown for the ages. The Highlander reboot is shaping up to be an electrifying blend of epic swordplay, sweeping timelines, and jaw-dropping action. Director Chad Stahelski, the mastermind behind the John Wick franchise, has revealed exciting new details about his next big project, including a filming window and a tease of the action-packed vision he's bringing to life. And at the center of it all, the one and only Henry Cavill, stepping into the role of the immortal Scottish swordsman. Stahelski has confirmed the reboot will begin filming in spring 2025, promising a story that leaps across centuries, from the highlands of the 1500s to modern-day New York and Hong Kong. He's also hinted at massive opportunities for action, showcasing how Cavill's character uses 500 years of life to master martial arts styles from across history. Imagine an immortal warrior wielding centuries of combat experience. It's the kind of spectacle fans dream about. But it's not all swords and skirmishes. Stileski describes the film as a bit of a love story, but not what you think, and teases a broad spread of character arc for Cavill's protagonist. With mythic storytelling, high-octane action, and Cavill's undeniable charisma, Highlander promises to be an unforgettable cinematic journey through time. Grab your magnifying glasses because the Enola Holmes franchise is back on the case. Netflix is moving forward with the third installment, and it's already got a new director lined up. According to Deadline, Philip Barantini, known for his intense work on Boiling Point, will helm the project. And while her deal isn't finalized yet, it's expected that Millie Bobby Brown will reprise her role as the sharp, resourceful younger sister of Sherlock Holmes after wrapping up Stranger Things Season 5. This time, the mystery takes a darker, more mature turn. Barantini reportedly pitched his vision as the Prisoner of Azkaban for the franchise, a bold, transformative entry that elevates the stakes. If his track record is any indication, fans can expect a thrilling, emotionally charged adventure for Enola. The first two Enola Holmes films were smash hits for Netflix, and anticipation is already building for this next chapter. While plot details are still under wraps, one thing's clear: this isn't your typical detective story. Millie is also gearing up for the electric skate with the Russo brothers, who've called her one of the most watchable and charismatic actors of her generation. With so much star power and fresh creative vision, Enola Holmes 3 promises to be a mystery worth solving. The cinematic dream team is back. Robert Pattinson is reuniting with Christopher Nolan for the legendary director's next secretive project at Universal Pictures. Following their mind-bending collaboration on Tenet, Pattinson will join an A-list ensemble that already boasts Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Lupita Nyong'o, Anne Hathaway, and Zendaya. With a cast like this, the stakes couldn't be any higher. Set to begin production in the first half of 2025, this marks Nolan's highly anticipated follow-up to his Oscar-winning epic Oppenheimer. And if Tenet taught us anything, it's that Nolan doesn't just tell stories, he crafts cinematic events. While details about the new project are as closely guarded as a heist in a Nolan script, fans are already buzzing about the sheer potential of this dream lineup. For Pattinson, 2025 is shaping up to be massive. He's also slated to don the cape again in Warner Bros.' sequel to The Batman and will star in A24's Primetime, a thriller inspired by To Catch a Predator. Fun fact, Pattinson gifted Nolan a book of J. Robert Oppenheimer's speeches after wrapping Tenet, a move that might have helped spark Nolan's Oppenheimer. With the July 17, 2026 release date locked in, it's safe to say this project is already on radar of every movie lover. The Equalizer is far from done. In a thrilling revelation, Denzel Washington shared with Esquire that not one, but two new installments in the action-packed franchise are officially in development. That's right, The Equalizer 4 and 5 are on the way. While The Equalizer 3 was marketed as the epic conclusion of Robert McCall's story, it turns out the vigilante's journey is far from over. As for Washington himself, he's fully on board. During his Esquire interview, he explained what drives his excitement for continuing the series. I told him I'd do another Equalizer, and we're doing 4 and 5. More people are happy about that. People love those daggone Equalizers. But I've come to realize that the Equalizer films are for me too, because they're for the people. They want me to go get the bad guys. We can't get them, so you go get them. And I say, okay, I'll get them. Just wait right there. I'll be right back. No release dates have been announced yet, but with this being the first mention of the sequels, fans might need to exercise some patience. Whether you're here for the razor-sharp action, the gritty storytelling, or just Washington's magnetic presence, McCall's next adventures promise more edge-of-your-seat thrills. Stay tuned. Justice waits for no one. The grid is lighting up again. Nearly 15 years after Tron Legacy, the highly anticipated sequel, Tron Ares, is set to hit theaters next year. As the buzz grows, a first look at the movie has been unveiled through Empire magazine, and it's already sparking intrigue. The image shows a masked figure with the signature glowing aesthetic of the Tron films. But don't expect this to be your typical hero. The ominous red light stripes hint at a more menacing presence. Behind the figure, the scene blends futuristic Tron-style architecture with what looks like a factory in the real world. Could this tease the film's unique premise of bridging the digital and physical realms? Unlike Legacy, Tron Ares isn't a direct continuation, but a reboot of the franchise. This time, the story follows Jared Leto as Ares, a rogue program that boldly steps out of the digital grid and into the real world. A daring twist for the series. And what's a Tron movie without an epic soundtrack? Industrial rock legends Nine Inch Nails are taking over the music, promising a dark, futuristic landscape. Mark your calendars, October 10th, 2025, when Tron Ares will light up theaters. With a fresh storyline, bold visuals, and an electrifying soundtrack, this reboot could redefine the digital frontier once again. Bob Odenkirk is back as Hutch Mansell in the bloody action-packed first look at Nobody 2. The 2021 sleeper hit Nobody introduced audiences to Hutch, a seemingly mild-mannered family man who reveals his deadly past as a government assassin after a home invasion ignites his inner beast. Now the sequel's ramping up the chaos, with Odenkirk diving deeper even into the role that redefined him as an action star. The first image, revealed by Empire, shows Hutch covered in blood, gun in hand, squaring off with an off-screen foe. Timo Takahanto takes over directing duties for the sequel, promising not only more explosive action, but also a deeper dive into Hutch's family dynamics. According to Takahanto, Nobody 2 will shine a brighter light on Hutch's double life and how his family grapples with his lethal alter ego. The sequel also traded the gritty industrial aesthetic of the first film for something brighter and more vibrant. Takahanto hints at a summery and colorful vibe, adding a fresh visual energy to the franchise. With high-octane action, a deeper emotional core, and a villain poised to steal the show, Nobody 2 is shaping up to be a wild ride. Fans of the original won't have to wait long to see Hutch in action once again. Expect blood, bullets, and plenty of surprises when the sequel hits theaters. After joining another iconic franchise, Jude Law remains hopeful about his potential return for Sherlock Holmes 3. The two-time Oscar nominee who played Dr. John Watson alongside Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes in the first two movies expressed optimism about the long-awaited sequel despite it having been in development hell for over 13 years. In a recent interview with the Playlist to promote his true crime thriller The Order, Law was asked for an update on the status of Sherlock Holmes 3. While he acknowledged that there were once plans to incorporate time travel into the storyline, he revealed that a new iteration of the script has now been completed. However, Law hasn't yet read the script and cautioned that discussions are still underway about the logistics of the project. Despite the ongoing uncertainty, Law emphasized his eagerness to reunite with Downey Jr. and his gratitude for the experience of working alongside him on the first two films. Despite these optimistic sentiments, Sherlock Holmes 3 is not yet guaranteed to move forward. As Law pointed out, finances are a major factor in determining whether the sequel can be made, especially given the budgets of the previous films, $90 million for the original and $125 million for the 2011 sequel. The hope remains that the right story and financial backing will come together to make Sherlock Holmes 3 a reality. What are you most excited about? Jared Leto's take on Ares and Tron